Well, first of all, I chose Don Felton because he is my family. But outside of that, I felt like he was one, very trusting. Two, he had been in the industry for a while, so I knew that he was very knowledgeable. And then after having a conversation with Donnie about what I was looking for and all the resources that he sent me afterwards, I knew that I had picked the best agent in Chicago. I would say the process, so I've bought two properties with Don. So the first time, I think I was looking for a needle in a haystack, so that process was a little bit more daunting. I was new to Chicago. Actually, I didn't even live in Chicago at the time when I bought my first property. So I would say Don made it as easy as possible. And I would say that for the first property, I always tell people this story because this shows how much of a go-getter Don really is. So my first property, we looked starting in October. I don't think I found one until about February, March timeframe. During that whole process, Don was very patient with me. We only had the weekends to look for properties. So with that being said, he always made time for me. Virtually, he would always send me different properties. But we were going to look at a property that was cash only. And when we got to that property, it was okay. It was a little bit better than other properties that I had found previously. However, right across the street was a property that had a few people on the porch, and Don said, "Hey, let's go over there. I bet that property might be coming on the market soon." So I said, "You think so?" And so we went over, went into the unit, and basically the people that was a real estate agent there, they were like, "Oh, it's not gonna come on the market anytime soon." And so Don, being the person that he is, basically skipped over all of them, researched the property, found out that it was bank owned, and then we started working directly with the bank. And that was how I got my property, my needle in the haystack. So I feel like he always goes above and beyond. And for my second property that I bought through him, that process was much smoother. But I would say I probably gave Don a hard time, but no matter what, he stuck it out with me. I recommend Don all the time. I actually also chose Don because he has worked with several of my family members, but now I recommend him to all my friends that have become family to me. So no matter what their needs is, whether it's renting, whether it's buying or selling, I always recommend Don just because of my first experience with him. I don't think I'll ever meet a real estate agent that's as much of a go-getter as Don.